Ram.
Got it.
There you go.
Oh, I feel like the manliest person in the world.
Reverse out, reverse out, reverse out. Motorcade, change lanes. Keep backing, keep backing, keep backing. Off gas. Forward gear, out you go.
I'm trying not to drift like a crazy person.
Oh no! Whee! Gas, 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 gas.
See you later. Criminals taken down.
Very well done.
I'm standing at one of the greatest racetracks I have ever seen. It's known as FASTC, the Foreign Affairs Security Training Center, but you'll never get to drive on it because you're not a part of DSS, the Diplomatic Security Service. They're kind of like the Secret Service, but with one big difference. They are constantly in hostile territory protecting our diplomats abroad. Because of this, they have to train across every type of imaginable scenario and drive every type of car possible. And we're gonna get trained like one of their agents. Whether you're a special agent preparing for a mission in Lebanon or a NASCAR driver killing time until Daytona, everyone starts the same way, learning the basics from an instructor like Mark Perkins. Mark, what are we about to do here?
Start of our training. So all of our training courses start out with the same, what we call stair-stepping exercises, those building blocks.
Yep.
In this case, we're going to start on the Serpentine exercise. Serpentine is a series of unevenly spaced cones.
Okay.
Your objective is to drive through as quickly as you can, but as smoothly as you can.
Interesting.
So on the small gaps, you're going to be braking.
Okay.
On the larger gaps, you're accelerating. You're learning how to smoothly blend the three controls together: steering, braking, gas.
So it's kind of like a expanded slalom, essentially.
Correct.
What kind of speed usually?
So, well, it's going to vary because there's small gaps and big gaps.
Small.
So exactly
small,
right. Now you're squeezing
big.
gas, 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 gas. Squeezing back to the brake. And you see, picking it up. So this is all about getting your eyes working well, because the further ahead you can look, the better off you're going to be to have that car prepared.
Oh, 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 oh.
There we go. Looking in. Get the eyes further out.
Yep.
Smooth on that brake pedal. Smooth. Squeeze into it.
That wasn't as good.
So put it all together.
Yep.
Eyes way ahead. Smooth. Again, get in the brake a little bit early. Get the nose of the car down, because that puts the weight on the front tires. Exactly. Put the weight where you need it. Put the weight where you need it. There you go. Looking through. Squeeze. Nose down. Nice and wide. Looking through. So in just a little early. You swing just a touch wider. There you go. That's it.
I felt like I got a little better.
Exactly right. Totally. At 100%.
What's next?
So next would be braking. One of the things that we work on with folks is getting them to understand how to get this vehicle stopped as quickly as humanly possible.
Got it. Yep.
So again, when you're trying to get prepared for bad things that are happening in the world, maybe it's an attack, maybe it's an accident in front of you, or whatever it is, we need to stop this car in the shortest distance possible.
Wow.
All right, so I'll tell you when to stop.
Yep.
So focus, thinking pivot and squeeze. Ready? Brake. There you go. There you go. Nice. Good, good, good. All right.
We can do better.
Well, I totally agree.
All right, so let's try try again.
Do it. Yep. Come on. Keep going. Think about your pivot and squeeze. Ready? Brake, squeeze.
That was a little better.
That was definitely a little better.
A lot of this training is similar to what you learn at any driving school, but with an edge. For example, keeping a car from skidding is beneficial to everyone. But for a DSS agent, it's not just about keeping their car straight, because they have to be able to do that while also being shot at.
So for us, this is all about, hey, first of all, get off the pedals.
Yep.
Because those are two inputs that are going to ask for more traction, right? Well, you already don't have enough traction.
Mm-hmm.
We want to try to focus what traction we have available on our steering, because steering is the most important of the three controls. First thing, I want you to just go ahead and lock your steering in.
Okay.
I want you to gradually start to increase gas. Okay? That's perfect. So just keep on going. Tell me when you think you have a front skid.
Now.
There you go. So you feel it, right? It's coming through the steering, feel the vibration. And again, this is what we're trying to get students to recognize. Feel that vibration. Car, it's vehicle language. Car's talking to you, right?
They just, if they haven't experienced what is a tire sliding out.
Exactly.
This
so at that point, what do most people want to do?
They want to hit the brake. Or turn more wheels.
Or start turning more.
Exactly.
Car not turning, make car turn.
Nope.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't work. So how do you fix that? All right, well, again, off the gas.
Yep.
And again, oftentimes you got to take just a smidge, just a tiny bit of steering back out because you probably already asked for a little too much.
How did I spin? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Again, one of the biggest critical pieces is eyes focusing where you want to go,
Yep.
right? In other words, if the car is sliding off in a straight line toward the big oak tree, don't look at the big oak tree, right?
Go where
Keep looking where you want to go, right?
Yeah.
So now it's time for rear skids.
Yep.
So this is where, again, we'll gradually pick that speed up, and then I'll have you add just a little bit of gas, just give it a little pop, and that rear end's going to step out for you. And then we got to counter steer off the pedals, look where we want to get to. Again, that's the critical piece.
Yep.
All right. So what's the car telling you there?
Understeer.
Yeah, front skid, right?
Yep.
There's the rear skid again. So again, eyes looking where you want to be.
Yep. I'm trying not to drift like a crazy person. I'm trying to do what you're, get out of it.
Yes, absolutely. Again,
the purpose isn't to be the D1 drifter.
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
That's not really useful.
Correct.
Oh no!
Whee!
That's embarrassing. It shouldn't be that difficult.
It happens to the best of them.
Oh man. Hold on, one more time.
There you go. Looking through.
Nope. Folks, I'm just not good at drifting. From 19 miles of track to endless unimproved roads, this facility does not fail to impress. And it's not just used for training. The DSS also evaluates armored vehicles to make sure they're capable of doing their jobs. I spoke with Justin Smith, the special agent in charge of that division, to learn a bit more about the process. What are you looking for that you can tell us out of armored vehicles that says, this is one that's going to work for us, this is one that doesn't?
We look at the environment, the threat, and we determine what's appropriate for that location.
And how does region or location factor in there? Sort of like, maybe that the specific car is more prevalent in that region, so you have to sort of work within what's available there.
There's a number of platforms that we use. You'll see a lot of Suburbans that are out there.
I've watched some movies before.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All of it's true.
Okay.
So the other thing you'll see a lot out there is Land Cruiser, Toyota Land Cruiser. That's pretty ubiquitous in Africa. But also too, you want to look for something that's not going to just immediately stick out. Yeah. If we're somewhere where they don't have Suburbans unless it's us, then it's pretty obvious who's riding around in the Suburban, right?
It's not very discreet.
Exactly. But also too, for a Toyota, for example, in Africa, it's easy to find service.
What separates the diplomatic security service from other agencies like the Secret Service? What makes it unique compared to those?
When you talk about Secret Service specifically, they're primarily focused on domestic, whereas our vehicles are out there, they're posted at a location. We require help from that post to properly maintain those vehicles and keep them on the road for as long as, these are expensive.
Yeah.
On average, these things, we're talking $250,000, and some of them go up close to $500,000. In my time, I've seen the armored vehicle program within state mature dramatically. Back in the beginning, it was literally Navy Seabees welding on sheets of steel onto, Mad Max style to like a station wagon. And now we're to where we're working with OEM to field a vehicle that was armored in the factory and that even comes with a warranty.
All right, so I graduated to the ramming exercise. I don't know how I got here, but what are we looking at? So why is Kyle Busch here?
So this is what we call a fabricated target car. The fabricated target car, the students have to learn how to ram a vehicle out of the way in an emergency situation, right? Some bad guys have blocked the road. You need to get them out of your way. We teach them how to make that happen. So this is saving the government a whole lot of money each year, because normally we'd be ramming one real car per class, and it lasts just one class.
Wow.
That's what we call the target. The target lasts it's a good amount of money that's saved by using this car over and over. It simulates a real car, it acts just like a real car, pops out of the way just like a real car does, but this can take thousands of hits and it's just fine.
And is it softer, or does it feel exactly like hitting a real car?
Feels exactly like hitting a real car. And you're going to get the opportunity to have a real one and this fabricated one back to back and see, they feel the same. So, for ramming.
Explain to me.
Again, what you're thinking about here is you want to physically move that car out of your way in the most efficient way possible. In this case, the way we have this set up for the first hit, you're going to line me, you're going to put your passenger frame rail right on that red front wheel there.
Yep.
You're effectively going to be kind of looking right down the front bumper of that car.
Yep.
And what you'll find here is it really doesn't take a lot of speed. This is going to be about 10 to 15 miles per hour.
Do you just gun it from here, or?
No, so we're going to kind of creep up.
Okay.
When he says ram, he's going to throw his fist up. You're going to gas. And again, you want to accelerate smoothly but quickly. If you just floor it on the wet pavement, it's just going to spin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is the 8 of Kyle Busch. So this is for all the fans who don't like Kyle Busch.
Heck yeah.
Let's ram him. Go.
You can roll. Yep. You know, just roll, just roll, just roll, just roll. Ram.
What? Oh, that's actually wild. Oh, I feel like the manliest person in the world.
That's good times, isn't it?
That's an aggressive hit.
Yep. And yet your car is still totally usable. Again, get off that attack site and go.
Yep.
Now with this one, all right.
Well, here, let's.
So when you think about a vehicle, where's the most weight in the vehicle?
Front.
Yes. So ideally, the tail end is going to be the easier hit for you, right?
Yep.
So in this case, which frame rail are you going to line on that rear wheel?
I'll put mine.
Exactly. So basically, you're literally putting your nose in the center of that wheel. Exactly.
I just have to say, this is a Volvo S70, so this one is for all of the Autopians out there. Let's do it. Let's hit some shit!
That's it. Come on,
all right.
Down. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Ram!
Got it.
There you go.
That was awesome.
Sweet.
Thank you.
You got it, brother.
That one I was a lot softer. So if you're ever in a situation where you have the option of hitting Kyle Busch, fake Ram vehicle versus a Volvo S70, aim for the Volvo S70. DSS agents need to learn how to remove a car from a motorcade, and at the same time, how to avoid getting removed from one. This involves the pit maneuver, something I, as a professional race car driver, would never do.
So while we're sitting here, kind of get a visual on how deep we are right now.
Okay.
That's about where you want to.
It's like
Peyton's explaining it to you.
Headlight overlapped with rear tail light.
Exactly. The deeper you go,
the harder.
The more of that car you're trying to move. Exactly.
Yep.
So again,
and
think NASCAR, man. Again.
We have spun out our fair amount of people.
Right. So the further back you are, the better leverage you have on that thing, the easier it spins. So when it comes time to do it, it's literally going to be
just a little.
It's a little bit of wheel and a lot of gas.
Got it.
It's actually the acceleration that moves them out of the way.
Spins them out of the way,
and then
bam.
Eyes focused where you're getting to,
yep.
not what's happening to him,
yep.
where you're going to.
Goodbye, see you later.
Yep. So as he speeds up, you're just going to stay with him. There you go, nice and smooth over to him. Gas, gas, gas. There you go. So everything was done well.
Except for I let him get
more gas.
Yep, more
gas.
gas.
If you really want to rotate him, more gas.
Got it.
Right? If you just kind of namby-pamby, kind of easy it, then he just kind of turns off. But if you get on the gas, you go rotate.
What did you just say to me? Namby-pamby?
Namby-pamby, that's it. Namby-pamby. Gas, 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 gas.
See you later.
Right?
Boy,
nice.
Get out of here.
Nice.
Criminals taken down.
Very well done. You want to do a right side? Well, I guess they got the camera set up for left side, but you can do it from either side, obviously. So come on over, come on over, come on over. Gas. So we were deep there.
They were deep.
See how we got the door?
Yep.
Yeah, because you were all the way up by the back tire.
Right is harder.
It is.
That's harder.
You're looking way over there.
That's
harder. Exactly right.
The J-turn was popularized by the Rockford Files, a 1970s era TV show. My producer told me we didn't have time for it, but I really wanted to do it. So J-turns are difficult.
They are and they're not. I mean, again, if you do it correctly, it's incredibly easy. If you do it wrong, it's incredibly dangerous. So the way we teach it, reverse, gas for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. It's full throttle the whole time, right? 1, 2, 3, off gas, whip the wheel.
Full throttle for 3 seconds.
Yep, full throttle, 3 seconds. Off gas, whip the wheel. And again, the off gas, then whip is the key. Yeah.
And then knock it in drive.
And then once you're pointed the other way, as you're putting your counter steer back in, your hand can literally just drop it into drive. So start backing up, gas. 1, 2, 3, off gas. Forward gear, out you go. Just like that.
Not bad.
No, not at all. 1, 2, 3, off gas. Forward gear.
Oh, I was neutral.
And again, so with the shifter,
yep.
You don't even just as you bring your hands back around, boom, smack it down. Reverse. One,
1, 2,
two,
3.
three. Forward gear, go. Easy peasy.
Magnetic! 1, 2, 3.
Flip it, forward gear, go. There you go.
See you later, bad people. While Mark comes from a racing background, Supervisory Special Agent Ben Rathsack served as an agent around the world. I took a break to speak with him about his experience. What makes a DSS agent unique in what they go through and what they have to focus on?
Okay, sure. I think fundamentally the thing that tends to set us apart, and I don't want to disparage other agencies, but I think it's the depth of training and the evolutions of training that we receive. Everything we do is predicated on being able to operate vehicles in some of the most austere environments or the most challenging environments, downtown New York City, Washington, D.C.
Do some of these agents, do they come from other law enforcement areas?
Absolutely.
Or do some just specifically go towards saying, I'm going to be a DSS agent because that's a specialty running
We get the spectrum.
Okay.
I've met special agents that were Spanish teachers before they came on. Former Marine security guards at embassies came on. Special operations, Tier 1 special operators, local law enforcement, federal law enforcement.
So you have been in the field. Mm-hmm. You are a larger individual.
Correct.
Some of these cars I've hopped in, it's like the Land Cruiser, it's quite small,
right.
Compact.
Yes.
So are you sort of representing the larger individuals versus Justin, who probably fits a little bit better?
So I think it's easy to say everybody has their favorites, right? And there certainly are some platforms that, maybe across the spectrum, most people find uncomfortable to travel, and I'm certainly one among them. Obviously, I like the Suburban platform, the Land Cruisers, the 200 series, not the 70 series, because they're a little small.
A little tight.
So I think even there, I think we're making strides in the fact that we're looking at vehicles that are armored from the factory, and we're not putting armor kits in, because the more armor you put in, obviously the passenger compartment is reduced. You wear enough overt protective material, like a helmet or body armor or something like that, it can make for an uncomfortable long day.
All right, Parker, you've done such a fantastic job today working with this platform.
Yep.
We're now going to move right on up to the next one. We're going to skip the next platform, which would be our unarmored Suburban.
I've driven plenty of those.
Exactly right.
Yeah,
The old hat for you.
Yeah, easy.
We're going to step right up to the fully armored Suburban.
More my style.
There you go. Not only that, but we've got a special scenario for you. We have got the most difficult ambassador for you to have as your protectee, the Ambassador of Estonia.
That makes sense, yes. Should we give him a call sign?
Absolutely.
I'm thinking Flamingo, Big Bird.
Big Bird, I like that.
I like to be Ghost Hawk.
You're Ghost, of course you're Ghost
Thank
Hawk,
you.
absolutely.
But am I going to be the main agent?
Sure,
Then I need
absolutely.
glasses.
Now
ready
you
to
look
go.
the part.
Yeah.
I feel safer already.
Yes, thank you. Get in, sir. Get in. What?
I'm not opening my own
Okay.
door. Are you kidding me? The ambassador to Estonia opens no doors.
Get in there!
Let it be known.
We're in hostile territory. My mission would be simple. I'd be driving Big Bird, our ambassador, in a 2-car convoy. At some point, bad guys are going to block the road. When that happens, I'll need to remove Big Bird from the scene and safely escort him back to the embassy.
So, your right wheels are literally on that fog line.
Got it.
You're giving him as much space as possible, because what we
see.
do, we run an offset.
Yep.
So he's going to be behind you like this.
I see.
So he can see down and see
So
what's
as the
going
leader,
on.
I got to be full.
Exactly.
Got it.
Unless
Yep.
there's a threat on the right side, in which case we'll change the offset. You'll put your left wheels on the center line, and he'll ride with his right wheels over on the edge of the road.
So this is starting to
Quite
make sense.
All right, rolling motorcade, 30 miles an hour. So it's about 30. Right offset, there you go.
So I'm gonna be a real diplomat. I'm just gonna be on the phone the whole time.
There you go, perfect.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good speed.
Yeah. My agent, Ghost Hawk, had a bad lunch, so we're running a little late, but we're gonna get here. Yeah. No,
Reverse out, reverse out, reverse out.
Oh, stuff's going down.
Let's go. Eyes back, let's go. Lane change. Changing lanes.
I'll call you back.
In these situations, the lead vehicle allows the chase vehicle to get in front and become what's called a bullet sponge,
Prepare for Y-turn. So brake, 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 brake.
which means I'm now trying to lead the convoy backwards.
Execute. Turn the wheel hard to the left.
Oh.
There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Brakes. All right, forward gear, out to the right. Let's go. There you go.
Yes, please get me out of here. I don't
Right?
want to die today. Ghost Hawk.
Exactly.
You were holding the wheel because
Yes. Exactly, because you're wiggling a bit.
Wiggle a little bit,
Yes.
because you just never do that.
Correct.
You never go reverse.
And so that's one of the biggest things that we teach, you know, in all of this driver training is a lot of backing. Because in your real world driving, how much do you back up?
When you're leaving a...
Yeah, you're backing out of your driveway, backing
Yep.
in a spot at Walmart.
That's it.
We're backing for a distance as quickly as they can,
And-
but as safely as they
Yep.
can.
What I struggled with was, do you choose to use the mirror or do you look back?
And so in these things, in armoreds, we typically use the mirrors.
Mirrors.
And again, usually it's left and right mirrors,
Yep,
mostly. Because again, looking back there, you really can't see much with
No,
all
you
that
can't.
armor.
For my second attempt, I'd only be making one lane change. If only I'd kept that in mind.
All right, let's roll motorcade. 30 miles per hour, right offset.
Ah, yes, another beautiful day in Tallinn. Yes, can you make sure that we have the B473s transferred over to 6A59?
Reverse out, reverse out, reverse out.
Uh-oh, something's happening, something's happening. Oh boy, not good, not good. Call you
Change
back.
lanes. Motorcade, change lanes. Keep backing, keep backing, keep backing. Motorcade, prepare for Y-turn. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Get her down, get her down, get her down. Turn to the right this time. Turn to the right this time.
Oh, right. No.
Yeah, because we're in the left lane.
Yep.
Execute.
Don't worry, sir. We'll get you out of here.
So
Oh.
if you're back in the right lane,
Yep.
then you got to turn left because that's where your open lane is.
I see.
If you're in the left lane, then you got to turn right because that's where your open lane is.
We didn't switch lanes that time.
Exactly. Exactly.
For my final attempt, I needed to get faster, while also being smoother. This was no easy task, as backing up a heavy armored vehicle is quite challenging.
All right, roll motorcade, right offset, 30 miles an hour. Mr. Ambassador, are you comfortable?
I could be more comfortable. You know what, I'm at 84. Ideally, I'm an 83.
Okay.
Prefer 83.
Got that adjusted. Got that
83
adjusted
would
for
be
you, sir.
great.
Absolutely. What's happening up there? Reverse out, reverse out, reverse out. Uh-oh. Motorcade, change lanes. Keep backing, keep backing, keep backing. Motorcade, prepare for Y-turn. Brake, 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 brake. Execute. Turn to the right. Bring it around. Forward gear. Out we go. That's it.
That was my smoothest backing up.
Yeah, that was good.
This is possibly like the best driver training facility, maybe in the world, but definitely in the United States, which means you guys must have a lot more than just the DSS that come here to train.
Absolutely.
Who else comes here? How do they utilize it?
We've worked with foreign governments here. We've worked with our own U.S. military here. They come here to do scenarios with us at times. Police departments, both local and state, Virginia State Police have trained with us. Even folks that will not necessarily be driving overseas, they still learn to do it just in case something happens, and they may need to take the wheel.
If you're in a foreign country and bad things are happening, sometimes the vehicle that you're supposed to be using is no longer able to be used.
Absolutely true.
In that scenario, do you work with some of the DSS agents and the diplomats to figure out how to use other vehicles out there?
The agents, absolutely. And so the agents, we work with them on what we call improvised field repairs. So there are times when they might need to do a repair on a broken vehicle that, you know, there's nothing available for you out in the middle of nowhere, and they've got to figure out a way to get that thing going again. Or maybe it's an unconventional vehicle that they need to get in and move for one reason or another. And, you know, they may or may not have the keys to it. So, you know, we teach them ways to, you know, get that vehicle operational and do what they need to do.
You might have the best job in the world if you love cars. Is that a correct statement?
That is
the
a
best
very
job?
fair statement, yes.
You enjoy this?
There's no other job for me. This is absolutely where I want to be. And it's fantastic to be able to come to a job where you're doing what you love and you're supporting a mission that's so critical around the world, and just, you know, helping to do your part as an American.